Now this is actually the biggest mistake I see new players making. What's good, y'all? It's Speedstars News, and today I'm giving y'all a complete guide on how to start in Speedstars. Your start is one of the most important things in your race, and if you don't know how to start, it can mess up your whole run. And today I'm going to be showing y'all new players' most common mistakes and how to improve upon them. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. Starting off with build type, and this might be a shocker for a lot of people, but you actually do not want to be using these super high power builds in any event. These builds used to be good in around 2023 to 2024, but as the game keeps getting updated, longer legged builds and less power builds are the way to go. For example, a build like this that has 90 power and super long legs, which allows you to stride a lot easier. Another example is this build has 88 power and allows you to stride a lot too. And even in the 60, you should never be using builds like this. I do have a lot of builds shared under my account, so you guys do want to use my builds. My account is Speedstars News with a 903. All right, starting out on the blocks, you always want to be starting with your left finger first. Since your left foot is the foot that you're kind of striding off of, that you can see, that should be your first tap always. This is not preference, it always has to be your left foot. Now getting out of the blocks, your first foot should always land right there in the middle of the lane number. If it lands towards the top of the lane number, your first tap is too long. And if it lands towards the bottom of the lane number, your first tap is too short. As you're getting out the blocks, you want to get up before the 10-meter mark on the track, which is the first line on the track. So you shouldn't be starting like this to where you're leaning forward and you're just now standing up at like the 30-40 meter mark. You want to get up sort of like this. And remember, your start will not be good no matter what if your taps are uneven. So make sure there's an equal amount of time between each tap and both your taps are being tapped with the same amount of force. For example, if my rhythm is uneven to where, say, my right thumb is on the screen for longer than my left thumb, my rhythm will be something like this. And if one of my taps are harder than my other tap, it'll look something like this. Another thing to say, your tap should be lighter in order to stand up earlier. If your problem is that you're leaning forward too far, that means you're holding your taps on your screen too long. Also, your first tap should be the longest tap of your entire race. I'm now gonna throw together a little montage of the best starters in the world so you guys can actually know what a good start looks like. So if you guys wanna copy what they do or race them on the leaderboard, feel free to. Under my newest post, make sure to comment your 100-meter time and your username. I'm going to be racing and coaching subscribers. If you guys have any other questions about starting, make sure to leave them in the comments below. With that being said, peace.